Well, it is now day 38 in the longest government shutdown in U.S. history.
So Congress has not held another vote to reopen, but they are signaling that one could still happen today. This afternoon, Democratic lawmakers told the other side of the aisle they would agree to end the shutdown in exchange for one more year of enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies. They say now the ball is in the Republicans' court. And about 800 flights across the country already canceled after the 4% reduction took effect, including at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Doug Richards is there. A lot of passengers have had to scramble as the result of delays, cancellations, even leading up to today.
That's right. Doug, we saw you got a pat on the shoulder there, so people happy to see you. But how is that feeling in the airport?
Well, there are certainly some cancellations on the board, and we've seen some just in the last few minutes, mostly for small town destinations or smaller town destinations like Des Moines and Valdosta, Myrtle Beach. There was one for Philadelphia. But for the most part, what we're experiencing here is basically a kind of typical busy Friday here at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. There certainly are stories from folks who came here and found out that the flight they thought they would catch was canceled. The Frontier airline counter was busy with passengers who had expected to fly to Syracuse, New York today. They learned the flight had been canceled. Many of them tried to book a new flight, which became a more adventurous undertaking than some of them had expected.
We've been here since 4 this morning. But the thing is, there's no flight to Syracuse. So we're going to Raleigh, North Carolina, then we're going to Buffalo, then someone has to pick us up.
So for Eunice Dell, that will mean 2 plane rides, one from Atlanta to Raleigh, then another from Raleigh to Buffalo, followed by a 150 or so mile car ride from Buffalo to Syracuse, New York. And of course, she and her family also get to navigate that back in a few days when they are hoping that the planes that they were unable to catch today might fly again, at least in a return route. What we've seen so far, though, is that for the most part, there are certainly some exceptions, but most folks here at the airport are getting where they want to go. We are live at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.
Doug, as you're sharing those stories, I'm seeing flashes of the old movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. We're sorry people are going through so much to get where they need to go. Thanks a lot. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warned the 4% flight reduction could rise to 15, even 20% if the shutdown does not end relatively soon, adding even if the government votes to reopen today, getting back on track is going to take time.
If the government opens on day one, will I see an immediate response from controllers? No, the union is telling me it's going to take time to get them all back in. Okay, I don't wish this was the circumstance in which I was dealing with. So I imagine as we see the data change and more controllers come to work, we are as quickly as possible going to take these restrictions away. That's the best approach. But we have to look at how many controllers come to work. And how long that takes after the government opens back up.
As of today, 5 weeks without a paycheck because air traffic controllers are not getting paid during this shutdown. Many have taken on second jobs. Still, the Controllers Union is discouraging its members from not showing up to work.
And all of this comes as millions are getting ready to fly for the busy holiday season. That is why it is so important to know your rights before you head to the airport. We are here to help you out. So experts say to double check the airline's policies, but there are a few protections that everyone has. The Department of Transportation now requires airlines to give automatic refunds if your flight is canceled or significantly changed. That means delayed more than 3 hours for domestic or 6 hours for international flights. Now, if your checked bag doesn't arrive within 12 hours for a domestic flight, you're entitled to get those bag fees back. Now, if your flight's canceled or seriously delayed, you can ask for meal vouchers or hotel coverage. But keep in mind, airlines aren't necessarily required to provide them. Take a look here. This is the DOT's website. It breaks down what major U.S. airlines will pay for during flight disruptions. What you want to do, you can go here and look for those green checks. For example, Alaska will pay to rebook a passenger on the same airline. Delta will also do that. They'll also do a complimentary hotel accommodation if you are affected by an overnight cancellation. So a great resource there, Cheryl.